Megan, we are now in the 19th year of Invest in Others, which is an incredible feat in of itself. And I love this event just to hear the stories that are impacting our industry and how advisors and folks are really elevating their philanthropic impact on their communities. So tell me a little bit about how the stories this year in particular are really just capturing the values of our industry.
The stories this year are really special because there's an overarching theme that we see, and that's really defined in the values, basically their professional lives and their personal values. So we see that in themes like their innovation, their resilience, and their perseverance.
I love that. And also, when it comes to just like the culture itself of Invest in Others, how does that ultimately impact what these folks are doing too? How is Invest in Others raising up these folks to be able to do what they ultimately do in their communities?
Well, I think that something about this industry is that we don't always get a good rep, and I think that that's fair to say. And that could be anything from a sensationalized movie or a negative article. People just get this bad perspective. And it takes something like this where you can actually see advisors doing good. And that really is what it is. Invest in Others turns that whole notion on its head. And it really shows the good that advisors are doing in their communities and what this industry really is all about.
And I think what's so incredible, this is really a second job for a lot of these folks. They are so invested in their foundations and organizations on top of their day jobs. So if an advisor does want to get involved with Invest in Others, what can they do? What are those steps?
I would say that the three things that come to mind are to nominate, to participate, and to award. So if you look at the nominate, this is a very big, very important thing. A lot of advisors don't even know that Invest in Others is a thing yet. And as we talked about, we're really trying to change that and trying to get our brand out there and working on the awareness. But a lot of advisors don't know that their work can be elevated and magnified and amplified. So just definitely just getting the word out that an advisor can be nominated and you can put their name in the hat. Second of all is to sponsor a table here. This really does show that this isn't just a platform, but it is a philanthropic platform. It's an opportunity for firms to really show that they aren't just here for the celebration, but they're here for the broader cause and they're establishing themselves as something bigger in this industry. And then finally, the grant program. We've raised over $7.5 million over the years in grants. And we can do our grants for good, our grants for change, but this is something that we really are trying to raise awareness for as well, and a great way to impact this organization.
Well, more word out there about Invest in Others, the better. Megan, thank you so much for your insights and your time.
Thank you.
For wealthmanagement.com, I'm Shannon Rossick.